Come have some fun and watch some games. Time to get crazy. It's night and day. Yeah. Night and day, back again. Back in the world of the Talos Principle. Back with our robotic friend. Back in Elohim's temple. Perhaps for the final time, though, because we've got all the regular sigils from this area. And we are moving on to the next area. We've got all the reds, only 4 stars. But the stars seem like the incredibly time-consuming element of the game. We did find that last one, though, in the last episode. Yes, we did. We were looking for a little while, but we finally found that little sneaky little stink butt. So here we are in World B, or no, actually we're in the hub world with the tower, the prohibited tower. But this is still not the real world, right? Because when we've gone to the edge of this area, we still had the out of bounds error. And you can still just get killed and forced back. Okay, so this terminal still shows just the emails. I was hoping this terminal would give us that option again to delete the administrator account and create one for ourselves. Maybe what that means is we lost the opportunity to do that, or maybe what that means is even if we had tried that, it would have shut us down. I think those are the primary options. Now we're going to building B because we have enough Tetris pieces to get inside. Oh, the beep boops here work. Freaking Tetris me, baby. Boopin', 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 beep. Boopin', beep, bump, bump, bop, bop, boppin', boppin', beep. Nope, that ain't right. That ain't right. Oh, playing Tetris is not my forte. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. There we go. That actually wasn't that bad at all, baby. Guess that would be a big problem if that was super hard for you. That's not wherein the big difficulties are supposed to lie. But I could see that, you know, somebody getting stuck up on that because it was just they kept getting one piece out of line for a while. Anyway, I don't like to do the reading at the beginning of the videos. I usually like to put these in the middle. Now we're going to read this one at the beginning because we want to read it before we're going to the World B area. The great irony of Oxyrhynchus papyri is what it even means. Everybody knows it. Nobody knows what they're talking about, but everybody pretends like, oh yeah, Oxyrhynchus papyri is just a normal thing to say. The great irony of the Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of Oxyrhynchus survived to the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individual and organizations, such as the spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. Holy crap, that sentence. Holy crap. This is one sentence. From and to the end here. That is a gigantor sentence. Lots of twists and turns in that sentence. Anyway, we've lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while utterly trivial. Even plagiarized work has survived unharmed. Beeps and boops. So if we want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars, we have to invest in boop boopy boop boop, make sure that boop boop. Yeah, back up your data, have lots of copies of data. Yes, make sure. And it seems like they did do that with the creation of their archive. But the archive is like slowly degenerating, or even normal rate degenerating, but it's been thousands and thousands of years. So is it possible to save the knowledge of humanity? Even if we get out of this puzzle solving and we are like given the green light by the Elohim program. Yay, you passed everything. You are now a grown-up program. You can try to solve the problems that humanity couldn't solve and save what's left of life as we know it. But then you, like, walk outside and everything is just nuclear holocaust nothingness. Like the sun burnt out a billion years ago. It's like, oh, okay. Glad I passed the test. Humanity is unsalvageable. It's all like... This whole exercise is just futility. Everything in this game is an exercise in futility unless you're just like keeping the system going for as long as you possibly can on the off chance that an alien will come find it and you can have the data carried on that way, but there's no way to actually salvage it on our end because the world is like in a state where there's no resources. There's no sun to generate electricity. There's no geothermal. There's no wind. There's no atmosphere. There's no nothing that can be used as a power source. So as soon as these batteries die out, it's just done. That would be dark as hell. Anyway, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, Gotta find shortcut, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists. There are people who just specifically study Egypt? Is there a ologist for every place in the world? New Yorkologists? Anyway, as some argue that it is a classic funerary text? Funerary? Yeah, okay. Funerary texts such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells of the story of a dying man who asks a scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Ak, living intellect, passing a series of trials in the Duat underworld in order to reach the paradise of Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice or beep boop boop. The recent study, Karnahan Hassan, suggests that text may have been intended as a philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though perhaps further excavation may fool you. Okay, that's very interesting. Life force versus personality. Is that the same thing as the Ka and the Ha that they talk about in, what do you call it, Death Stranding? Except there they make it pretty much like soul and body. Are they saying here that the Ka is the body, the life force is actually physical, and the Ba is the soul? Because it's like personality is a very different translation than soul. Like your spirit contains more than your personality. Whoa, wait, what? We just finished, you beeps and boops. Okay, so now this guy wants to interact with us again. Tell me something. Do you always do as you're told? Do we need to be argumentative with this interaction? This guy seems like a patronizing piece of crap. He says he's here to help, but he doesn't seem like it. Am I obliged to answer that question? I don't know. Just because he's not kind doesn't mean that he's not honest, at least so far. So we'll be honest. It would be a lot more helpful, obviously, if he gave us straight answers instead of this, like, cryptic crap. But we're going to be honest with him for now. Do you always do as you're told? No. I only ask because I couldn't help but notice the stash of brightly colored knickknacks you're collecting. Don't you think it a mite odd? that big voice in the sky keeps telling you to find those doodads, yet forbidding you to use them to climb the great big tower in the middle of it all? I'll climb it when I'm ready. Yeah, if I want to climb it, we'll climb it. I must resist the tower's temptation. I mean, we'll climb it if we want to climb it. Okay, no need to get huffy. Yeah, I wouldn't have. That wouldn't have been the response that I've typed. So it seems less and less like we're like playing ourselves, and more like it's kind of an RPG where you're playing a character. Because this dude definitely thinks of himself as a human. Okay, no need to get huffy. You'd be amazed how many just do as they're told without stopping to think for themselves. Yeah, that is the truth. Holy crap. There's a lot of freaking mindless people out there. But maybe you're different. Then again, maybe you're exactly the same. Maybe everyone climbs the tower, and the only way to win is to stay down here with the mortals. Do you think so? Are you trying to manipulate me? Again, I wouldn't respond with either of these. Be more like, yes, that's a possibility. I'd like to learn more to find out. Let's see what he does when we say, are you trying to manipulate me? He'll probably just say no. Nope. In fact, I'm all in favor of you poking about up there, if only to see what you find. Must be something juicy if it's forbidden by His Highness. Then again, maybe not. I'll be off then. Just wanted to drop in and run a little interference. Whatever you do, do take care. You have bigger problems than the voice in the clouds. You don't like to say his name, do you? Not very helpful. Honestly, yeah, you haven't been very helpful so far. I will take care. All three of these are actually good answers that we might actually say. It is interesting that he avoids saying Elohim's name. Maybe if we say that, he'll just say, because he calls himself Elohim and he's super far from an actual god, he doesn't respect that name. Something simple like that. But let's poke the bear a little bit. You haven't actually been very helpful, even though you say you want to help. Oh, we just ended. You couldn't be, instead of saying, you know, you haven't actually been that helpful. Could you try to help more? We're like, hey, fuck you. You couldn't be less helpful if you tried. Alright, can we go higher? Nope.
A new land stands before you, my child.
I can't jump.
And know
I like jumping
that
in elevators.
This is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Does that mean we're going to a more of an Egyptian-based theme world? Whoa, these look cool. Yeah, hieroglyphics. I guess that's what all the Osiris talk is about. So we still are in a temple. Oh, this one is just open air. I gotta say, this does look cool. This is for the fan. Okay. We do not have enough to open the fan. What is this to? This is another tool. A fast forward or a play button tool? That's a little funktastic. So, yeah, okay. Egyptian themed world. Consider those who came before you. We got stars. We got orange and red. Oh, there's another blocked off world thing here, huh? I wonder if those open if you collect all the stars or what. This star door is already open. Do we have any? Oh. The stars grant us these pieces. Yeah, the stars turn into those. I didn't catch that animation before. Holy snack basket. So those are special stars. So that's why there's the star on the door. It's not to get you more stars. But you have to use stars to proceed. Okay, is there a hidden area here? No, it doesn't look like it. the way that everything is aligned here. It doesn't look like there's a hidden wall. Woo! Wah! Yeah! Woo! Okay. Alright, so where shall we start first? We don't know if we need the fan or whatnot to proceed. But I don't like starting at 1 or 2. Oh, just orange? There's no greens anymore. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? Okay, this says if we need the fan or not. So we need the fan on everything in 3, so we aren't starting in 3. We need the fan for a little bit of 2. Well, crap. Alright, I guess we'll start in 1, even though I wouldn't want to. This is just what we're going to need to unlock the fan. Oh, beeps and boops. We're doing too much reading this episode. I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive. Though at some cost to my sanity, I am beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. The entity in the archive. Okay, so... Whoa, what? Paint? What? Yeah, what does this do? I got paint. Can I throw it on the computer and just destroy the terminal? Oh, I can paint a message. I have no idea what's going on. Do you? The tools to overcome this place have been provided to us. We need only learn how to use them. You'll be needing a special device to solve this one. Have you tried crossing the laser beams? Yeah, that doesn't do anything, though. The certification program is a sham. What does a computer know about humanity? I've traveled to the edge of the known world, though it seems to stretch on forever. Our domain is much less than we imagined. That's true. It feels as if I've been struggling with these problems for days. Did you take so long? This is without a doubt the hardest problem I encountered. What is? Am I going crazy, or do the computer terminals have a personality? So what is the most... This one. That's it, huh? Okay. I'm not going to read the beeps and boops right now. Oh, I like the Egyptian-themed music. Oh, it reminds me a little bit of Diablo 2, actually, I think. Alright, let's go left for the L piece. What you got for me? Wall message? I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. Yeah, okay, so we're getting to fan or whatever. We saw a glimpse of a fan. Window through a door. Alright, the Bouncy McGee's. Finally, we're doing this. Yeah, we gotta really check through every bush to see about those hidden monkey-faced monkeys. Alright, we need the connector projector. What else do we need? Yeah, I forget the name of that city in Diablo 2. Not the starting city. The second city is in a desert-themed area, and it has Egyptian-type music. Well, that was a little bit right there. Okay, so we've got one connector. We've got two connectors. So we can shoot one through and around this wall. Wally. Anything else past here that we can use to bring back to here? No. Okay, let's go. So that's cool that you see. So are all those messages? No, they can't be from other players because the names are Sheep and Faith and like very. The names are very flavorful or whatever. They're relevant for in-world kind of descriptions. Unless like I put that in that. Depending on the message that you put, it defines you as Sheep or Faith or somebody else, and when other players read it, that's what they see. That could be what's going on. Alright, so that's definitely blocked. So... So we can just... Yeah, hey. Now, I don't think we're going to have enough time, right? This guy's going to interrupt it. No, we do have enough time to get through it. That's fine. Oh, what do you say? I just don't understand this one. I figured I'd try and make some progress here, but honestly, it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. Really? What else is out there for us? Oh, slammed in my face. Oh, slammed in my face. There we go. Now this won't have time to open because it's a triple. Yeah. So we can open this another way. Or we can use one of our projectors just to block the guy, right? Because now we don't need 3. Huh, we still might. Well, let's see what happens if we do that. If we just... Can I... Yeah, I can block you with a projector connector. Mr. Inspector. Time to defector. Okay. Now, is there any other way that we can take this? Yes, we can take it through that window. And that's what we have to do then. So I can move this back here. Once that is open, I can move it back here. Eventually, though, this does have to be over here. But if this is open, I take the beam from this, and I warp it to here. So I need to... Well, we can try it and find out, I guess. Okay, so that keeps that open. So now I can unconnect you. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's all. Boop-a-da-bay, bop-a-da-bay. What are the aliens saying? So that's all you gotta do, and this one takes super long. Because it's a 4 thing. What? That's not what we expected at all. Check behind the bushes, rookie. So I guess going over that gets me to the...
If this trial seems impossible to overcome, have no fear. Return another time, and the answer may reveal itself.
My god. I would like it if you could turn those Elohim comments off, because those are just annoying. You are dumb as shit. Like, or only have those comments go if you haven't opened a new door. Anyway, shut up. Shut up, Elohim. I got a fan piece. Woo! Hey, palm trees! Yeah, woohoo! Palm trees! I'm not a giant fan of palm trees or anything. But my son likes them, so what can you do? What can you do, baby? What can you do? Alright, so into the next part of the world. Let's see some more puzzles. Something about a star. Oh. Okay. Does that mean a star is available in this area? That's a weird way to give you a hint for that. But anyway. So yeah, is the soul valuable? I don't know. I would think that, well, if you believe in a soul, then that kind of answers that question. Synthetic life could never be equivalent. If you don't believe in a soul, then synthetic life could potentially be just as good as organic life, because life is life if there's no magical soul component, unknowable value. But alright, we can do that, but it's not enough because this guy's going to interrupt the thing. Yeah, one interruption and it has to start over from 0. Okay, so obviously it's not that simple. But what else can we do here? Oh, the star's right there. Okay. So where else can we go from here? Oh, there's another beep and boop hidden computer around here? Can I... Oh, maybe it's just through here? No, it doesn't actually look like it's through here. Anyway, it seems like it's right here. It's probably have to find the passage instead of like it's just through a false wall, but maybe. Oh, hello. Oh. Can I be over there? Oh no. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, I can't be up here. Aha! The super secret hidden terminal. So this was just purely a jump from an area that you wouldn't normally be able to get up because there's no ramp. Well, that changes things potentially for star solutions in the first world, because I wasn't thinking... I'm just not thinking platforming when I'm playing this game most of the time. Loading the Milton Library Assistance. Hello again, I've been checking your responses against library archives, and in order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Can you tell me what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? A tree is alive. Yeah, they make these... A tree is alive is the only one of these that has substance. Pebble may not actually, in fact, be older. Good. Now, what is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? A frog is delicious. Is a frog conscious? Oh man, I should have interacted with this thing after I moved the connector, or before, but not during. Now we're just going to hear that clicking noise throughout this entire thing. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? Frogs are people too. I'm self-aware. I have feelings, I am rational. So all three of those can be relevant. I still don't like the concept that it makes you think the character thinks that it's a person. There's no freaking proof of that. Alright. Do we know if this character has feelings? We know he's rational and self-aware, so we'll say self-aware. Although we don't know if it's fully aware of its existence. That is the answer I'd been contemplating as well. Checking user.prof. Done. Though I'm not convinced that view lines up with the definition of a person you provided earlier. Still, doubting your assumptions isn't something to fear. It's an intellectual survival instinct. I'm pleased to see you adapting your ideas to your environment. Let us take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware. A person must be conscious. No sleeping for people. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? We are aware of ourselves. We cannot rationalize our existence. I tend to agree with you, though your responses so far have been a little eccentric. I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? Yeah, exactly. Consciousness is what separates us from animals. That's vague as hell. Consciousness is what it is like to be me. That's vague as hell. Consciousness is the feelings and senses. Consciousness is far outside my area of expertise. That's like a non-answer. If consciousness is feelings and senses, then why would a frog not be conscious? Okay, they could define consciousness as feelings and senses. Yeah, I didn't want to have another Beeps and Boops reading session during this, but we found the secret one. That hardly answers the question. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? No, you cannot touch it. Although if you could potentially, you could touch it depending on if you had tools that can interact with the human brain. Consciousness is made of neurons. Consciousness is beyond the laws of physics. That's again another non-answer. Consciousness is another word for the soul. Consciousness is a complex functional system. That's okay, that's the crux of the argument. Is consciousness soul or is it biochemistry? And that gets back to what we were saying before. And people don't currently know, and people can go back and forth and debate it, and you can let me know what you think. But what does our character think? Our character seems to think that it is a person, not just conscious, but a person, a human being. I'm going to go with the complex functional system, because if this is not, in fact, a human being, it shouldn't doubt its own self-worth or have no value. It can still be alive. An AI can still be a life form depending on how you define it. It can still be life. Interesting. Processing. I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I will mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. Terminating support session. Done. Resuming library archive session. Done. Searching for locally cached resources. Alright, we will check these locally cached resources later, because I want to jump into the puzzle. And the version with the resources... Hey, I fell. The version with the resources... I also want to stop this noise immediately. Thank you so much. The version with the resources stays. So that's non-issue. So there's a red thing for a star and a blue thing for the piece, but there's nothing else in here at all? What is going on here? So in order to get the star, we need to get a power source from another area. There's one blue thing. Can I get it to it from here? No, we can't even access it from there. So let's look for something at a higher plane, because sometimes they have those. Let's not stare directly into the sun, thanks. So we can connect those, and it isn't good enough. Can we connect them from as far away as possible and have it be good enough? No. So is there an angle in which we can do this where we use the maximum amount of time possible? Can I block for this? Can my body block for this? Because then it's like... No. Okay. Oh! Those guys can kill you! Hey, who knew? Who knew? And here I thought you were total garbage. You're only partial garbage. So yeah, we get down to it again. Can artificial life be as valuable and just as worthwhile as actual life, or as organic life? I would think so. So here there's no way, because we have to deal with this guy. Alright, so same problem from a different angle. Is there any angle where this can just work? Is it that? It can't be that simple. Yeah, it's not close enough, and either every direction has a little buster. Can we make it super close? Does that... Oh, can I use this to block him? Yeah, maybe it's that simple. We need to put this in an area where my thing itself will block him. Nope. So there is actual hit damage in this game. We find out 200 years later. Don't hit me. Really? You're not connected? Right? Oh, that's close. Is it close enough? Yes. That's all it was? Find the right angle? What the hell, man? I don't think that should be a yellow puzzle. I mean, I guess, maybe. Well, now I'm trapped in here to think about it for a little while. So, yeah, that puzzle was a little disappointing. Okay, let's just leave this here. We can get this red guy at some other point. We have to pull a switch in some other area to activate a red source and potentially see a connector that we can connect with said red source. I don't know. One of those. The star is right there, so the mystery is finding how to get the charge over here. I think I would have liked this better as a yellow puzzle if we had to actually move the connector and take it to block one of these guys with the connector itself. That to me seems a little bit more clever than just like find the appropriate angle to have enough time. But you know, who freaking knows? Not me. Not me! I'm just a freaking robot. What the hell do I know? I'm a reflectionless robot in a glitch world. And that's gonna do it for this episode of Welcome to Ancient Egypt in Modern Times. We're gonna see you guys next time for more Talos Principle in World B. I don't know what. I don't know. Moving on. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it, mommy's got it, daddy's got it, baby's got it too, granny's got it, lady's got it, fatty's got it, happy's got it, sappy's got it, yeah, you've got it too. Everybody's got it, come on now, you got it too.